This is your friend Buddha. I welcome you to lesson 136 at Namas University, Earth's Spiritual University, the place and community that helps you grow into fully soul-guided people in order to achieve your mission in accordance with the up-to-date divine plan during this incarnation. I return in service to humanity. In these times, I do not stand as one lone voice. We are the united heart, voice and mind of your friends and brothers, Lord Buddha, God Shiva, and YESHUA, whom you may know as Jesus. We stand together in unity and harmony, speaking in group consciousness with one voice. Since Earth's shift to and through the fifth dimension, you are no longer observers of events, but rather you are meant to be active participants and actively moving towards living in unity consciousness. For our series of lessons, we are tasked with teaching what Earth's humans need for a future speaking with one voice, and what it takes to be permanently soul connected. We speak to you through our first soul connected scribe, the first master voice to do so. We shall refer to our friend as our master scribe. It is our aim, and the reason we speak, that you too learn to become soul connected. Being soul connected allows you to have daily, direct contact with your soul, Shambhala, and your master teachers and assistants. For today's lesson, lesson 136, we look at the interference of the ego personality as a major block to living in unity consciousness, and we make practical suggestions for navigating this challenge. When we discuss the ego personality, we like to refer to it light-heartedly as a wild child. As our master scribe and friend here was a school teacher, she finds the metaphor fitting. In class, secretly, she loved the unruly wild child, the one whose mission in life seemed to be as the disruptor, the child that could not be calmed. In fact, any attempt to pacify this child only enraged him more. It was funny for a short while, until the lesson was in complete disarray, until books had been thrown and another child attacked. Then the wild child had to be separated from his audience for the safety of all. It is interesting how the wild child had used the audience, although unwilling participants, as co-conspirators. Your ego personality is just that, a disruptor. It screams for attention. It must be central. It must be noticed. You have not been taught how to put this disruptor in the back seat, as you would with a child of your own, safe in their harness. You need your soul to be in control, to be in the driving seat. Oh, and the wild child does not like this idea. There will be some pushback, so we will take it slowly. It is no exaggeration to say that the human ego personality has been allowed to reign unchecked. It is your very own wild child that you must recognize and own. It needs your understanding, care, and attention. It thrives on challenge and competition, so attacking it or trying to restrain it just will not work. It will be soothed, however, on the vibration of love and compassion. When we speak of love here, we are talking of the divine vibration, the energy of love power. Please do not confuse this love with human love. There is a great deal of ego personality involved in human love. Divine love is always the answer. Divine love is always the way forward. But of course, we have practical advice for you too. Just do not forget that the higher vibration love is available freely to you all. That said, when you are totally immersed in the 3D life and fully believe in the ego personality as the whole expression and the only picture of who you are, ultimately, what you are telling yourself is that you believe you have separated yourself from all that is, and that you stand alone. This is a lie. This is the super lie of the ego personality. Nothing could be further from the truth. As the Sanat Kumara explained in lesson 133, there is a cosmic ocean of consciousness now at your disposal, and it would be our delight to see you play in and explore this wonder. It is your belief in your ego personality as all important that will keep you separated and trapped inside your self-created tiny fishbowl. The question to ponder is, what does it take to live in unity with others? Or we could ask, what does it take to live in brotherhood with your fellow man? Did you notice a subtle difference in the two questions? Do you feel triggered that there was no mention of sisterhood? It's a modern phenomenon. Of course, sisterhood is implied in the phrase, the brotherhood of humankind. And here, in this sentence, is our first example of separation, of disunity, of division. It did not take us long to get here, did it? Look how you have been trained to look for triggers, to feel emotional, in this case put out or hurt. From sensible and straightforwardness, you jump straight into emotional and vulnerable mode, which is the safety valve of the ego personality. It is always prepared to feel aggrieved, always waiting to feel some heightened emotion. And that emotion had better be more intense than the other person's. We have a journey ahead of us here, don't we? Let us recognize the ego personality for what it is. an emotional manipulation device. This ego personality makes its presence the most important thing in the room. It will not be subservient, as it perceives it, to the soul. And no, we are still not fighting with it. Rather, we want to outsmart it. Whenever you catch emotions becoming involved in your decision making, take a pause for a few seconds for the action you wish to take, for the thought you are thinking. Ask yourself, is this action made in love and unity for the benefit of all? Try to check in with your reaction whilst in the process. Acknowledge what you feel. Acknowledge your reaction. There is no need to change anything for the moment. Let us return to the question. What does it take to live in unity with others? Take a moment to look at your decision-making process. Let us self-reflect. In general, do you have a good relationship with your neighbours, your family, your colleagues? When you have disagreements, do you easily take part in discussions to find a remedy which suits everyone involved? Do you weigh up the pros and cons? Do you look for another's point of view, in case you may be missing a holistic approach? Or do you go all in, finger pointing, blasting everyone with a list of their faults and your grievances, prepared to win the outcome before the debate has taken place? Do you recognise which approach here is the result of the ego personality dominance? You are allowed to smile here. Everyone has off days. Be gentle with yourself during your deprogramming. You are learning an unfamiliar approach to living together. There is a wonderful idiom, if now slightly archaic. Everyone singing from the same hymn sheet. The hymn sheet here stands for the unity of one mind through shared beliefs, perspectives, or ideals. However, you cannot begin to sing the same song if you cannot take part in a good-natured discussion, if you cannot meet with another you disagree with in an atmosphere of mutual respect, if you cannot share your opinion without the meeting descending into an angry, red-faced shouting match. And please, over what? Which topics send you into fits of rage? Perhaps you have become infuriated as the neighbour's cat is making unwanted incursions onto your garden or yard. Well, good luck with that. Or next door, maybe even in the local cafe, there are noisy children upsetting your peace. Again, stop and breathe. You do not have to suffer in this way. You are making problems and issues to make yourself become emotional as an excuse to fight with someone. This is not unity consciousness. This is your overactive, wild child, ego personality at work. You will recognize the ego personality has taken control when your negative emotions take the driving seat. To combat this practice, step 1. Gradually become progressively slower and slower to anger. You will have to take this in stages. Slowing will give you breathing space, literally, and time for reflection on your method of response. Step 2. Ask, is my action made in love and unity? A simple yes or no answer will suffice. You are breaking automatic responses at this stage. Please do not be discouraged if your ego personality takes a tantrum and screams inside your head, I don't care about love and unity. I need my vengeance. The key point is that you have brought the wild child to the light, and that is the tricky part accomplished. You have exposed what was previously very cleverly hidden. Step 3. Please laugh at the silliness of your tantrums, at the silliness or pettiness of your triggers, which can turn to rage so easily. Laugh when you realize an imagined conversation has put you in a bad mood before you even meet with the person you are already arguing with in your head. Drop it. Go to your meeting with a clear mind and not driven by your wild child. Our master scribe had a wonderful tantrum. She still laughs about it. Oh, she was in such a foul mood. She had suffered a grievance and was terribly upset, thrashing through each room, bumping into walls and doors, stomping around the bedroom. She walked full speed into the leg of the bed and staved her toe. The pain shot up through her body, from toe to the top of her head, like the electrifying pain of a lightning strike. Oh, but this only enraged her even more. She screamed at the ceiling in full angry voice. Don't you dare remove my bad mood from me with this pain. I deserve this bad mood. I have worked hard at this bad mood. How dare you? Exhausted from the outburst, and realizing what she had just shouted aloud for all to hear, neighbours included, she laughed loudly at the outrage and indignity she felt so powerfully, but noticed the pain in her foot had vanished. She was shocked into silence and wiggled her once incredibly painful foot. She said aloud, Oh wow, that's how it's done. There was no bad mood and no pain. So please, you are human. Have fun recognizing your foibles. Do not take everything quite so seriously, and we shall enjoy this journey to unity together. When you are feeling despondent in your unhappy times, please reach out to us. Hold out your hand. Ask for us to be there. You must make the first move, as this demonstrates your true intention. We shall hear your call, and be assured we will respond with a loving hug. If you expect, or indeed insist on, dialogue with us or your guides, assistants, and teachers, please remember that first you must be soul connected, as this compels pure, uncorrupted signal. This, amongst other modalities, is what you learn at YOUNIVERSITY.org. Here you will find a course available entitled Achieve Soul Connection by Dr. Martina Violetta Jung. Work through the steps diligently. Use a diary, journal, or notebook expressly for this learning. This is the work. We leave you now until our next lesson. In lesson 137, we will discuss the danger of competition. We are here to assist you on your journey to full and stable soul connection. We love you. We bow to you. We are your loving brothers in friendship, Lord Buddha, YESHUA, and God Shiva, in one mind, heart, and voice, in unity consciousness. We shall return. This message was received by Susan Jack and spoken by her. Namas University invites you to experience portal art and the inspirational vibrations and insights they evoke of higher vibrations at the Atelier, Martina, Violetta, Jung, AACHEN, Germany. We warmly invite you to be with us on the last weekend in March, Saturday the 28th and Sunday the 29th, 2026, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. You can experience the portals by Deborah Lee Flynn through her conversations with nature. Katharina Adari's portals will bring the divine masculine feminine to life for you. The Buddha and the Sanat Kumara will be sharing their original portal art too. Of course, you can continue to enjoy the inspirational energies of the Cosmic Mothers, water lilies of creation. There is much high vibration energy for you to experience. We await you with a warm embrace in AACHEN.